Hey everyone, Gallifrey Forever 97 here. Welcome to today's Doctor Who B&M figure review. Today I'm reviewing the November 2-pack sets that were released. So we've got the Coal Hill School set, which is based on Remembrance of Dalek's 1988 story, and the Wishes Familiar set from 2015. The Coal School set features Ace with a grenade launcher and a backpack, and also an Imperial Dalek. And the Wishes Familiar set features the 12th Doctor and Davros from that story. Before I start, I just want to say a huge thank you to Richard, who runs the Puncher Boys on Twitter, Instagram, and all the social media stuff. Without him, I wouldn't be able to review these sets, as literally nowhere in my local area has the sets. The last set has had to go to Bristol, but these seem to be even harder to get, so I'm really grateful for him sending them. I'll put links in the description below where you can follow the social media pages of the Puncher Boys, keeping up to date with all the latest Doctor Who news. So first I'm going to take a look at the packaging. So both are exactly the same, just with the different titles and different descriptions and pictures. So 2-pack style packaging we've seen from the B&M sets fits the same blue Time Lord graphic TARDIS design that we're used to the past couple of years. The figures are clearly displayed in the see-through plastics at the front, and slightly going around on the right hand side. At the bottom we've got limited edition sticker telling us what the sets are, telling us it's collector figure sets, what the story is and the year if it gets it right. Bottom right we've got 5+ and the Character Doctor's logo. On the left hand side we've got a face front of the TARDIS in graphic form, and on the right we've got the same graphic design and the TARDIS logo that's on the front on the right hand side. At the top, same information, just with the Character Online website link, and then more details in a circle about what the figures and the specific characters are. At the bottom, we've got the barcodes, all the copyright jargon, and the same information at the front on the back, with high quality promotional pictures of the figures and also description about the stories that these sets are from. Going in story order, I'm going to start with the Coal Hill School set, featuring Ace and the Imperial Dalek. The art card is Coal Hill School, fitting with the name of the set. And this is a great diorama, watching Remembrance of the Daleks. This way, iconic scene with Ace firing the grenade launcher, blowing up an Imperial Dalek. So you can literally recreate that scene with the figures if you have the 7th Doctor figure as well. But all the details, all the paperwork, you can read that. This is a really great diorama of the stairs and all the corridors, which make it look like it's sort of going down into a bigger other corridor. With the two figures out of the packaging, I'm going to review Ace first and then review the Imperial Dalek after. Starting with the articulation, the head can go side to side. It wouldn't do the full 360 due to scratching the neck. The arm can do the full 360 round the banks, not restricting it. 360 swivel at the biceps, up and down the joint. Hand 360 swivel, waist 360 swivel. Legs can back and forth at the top and at the joint. And the feet are stationary. Looking ahead first, and I must say, comparing it to the other Ace figures, which I'll do later, the paint applications are much better. The other previous 2 Ace versions that were released single-cardedly, one from Remembrance and one from Silver Nemesis, the eyes weren't right. They were always a bit too thick or looking in different directions. Like all the B&M sets this year, the paint applications, the detail has really been personified, and I'm really great they've kind of corrected this, and I feel like this is probably the definitive Ace now. Looks more like Sophie Aldred than ever. It's a great sculpt, but the paint applications have really brought out this time better. The earring has been painted blue on her ear. Got a plaited ponytail going down the back. The jacket is incredibly detailed. You can really see the detail on each of the badges. I don't know how accurate it is, but it's really impressive that they've got such small detail on the jacket. The white t-shirt has the pattern from Remembrance, with the musical signs. The jacket's got some great detailing on it, giving that bulky baggy look with different creases. Taking the backpack off, you can see the Ace logo, which looks great, and you can actually see now the ponytail's yellow strap at the bottom. The bag looks great sculpt, painted with black and white different patches. The original issue, you can actually take the back off, and that's where you can store all the Nitro 9 accessories. But I believe this has been glue shut, so don't try and peel it open this time round, as I don't think you'll be able to get it back on. Go to the rest of the figure, great detail on the skirt, the legs and the shoes. Exact same model. I was very surprised to see this, but this actually comes with the RPG accessory, which is a great mould. It's great they've included this, painted overall black with the holder silver with a brown bottom bit, and the actual RPG head can pop off. It's green with yellow lining around the middle and the silver top end, and that can be literally popped on and popped back off, so you can either have Ace ready to fire or has fired. I'm putting Ace with the other 2 releases, again more closer to the Remembrance of the Daleks one, but there's also a Silver Nemesis one released. The right one I display her with the jacket off, as you had interchangeable arms. This one doesn't, and I wouldn't recommend taking off the jacket, as you might not be able to get the arms back on this one, but as you can see all the different accessories you used to come with, so the baseball bat, the stereo from Silver Nemesis. Obviously there's minor differences, but the jacket looks exactly the same, and the head sculpt is a vast improvement. Comparing them side by side, you can really see how big of an improvement they've made on the head sculpt. On to the Dalek now. Start with the articulation. It's a standard articulation for any type of Dalek. 360 head swivel. Eye stalk moves up and down. The gun and plunger are ball jointed so you can move in a circular direction. And we've got 3 wheels at the bottom so you can go let your Dalek exterminate in any direction you like it to. Start with the head. The eye stalk has changed colour. So it used to be blue. They made it more screen accurate. Gold pupil and the black lining in the middle. It does seem a bit more bulkier, but you'll see a difference when you compare it to the other Imperial Daleks later. The dome lights look great. Gold top with translucent plastic at the bottom. Similar to what they did with the 7th Doctor B&M Fate release. They've made the white more of a creamier white, I'd say. The other release is more of like a slight orange tint to them. That has dust has gathered over the years, but like most of these sets, the colours just really pop. It's got the white slats with the gold mesh, no paint leaks, it's really detailed. You've got the gold plates going around the middle with the inner lining mesh, which is accurate. It's because they've repainted the Toys R Us Renegade Dalek, but due to cost reasons they can't make a new mould for that. It's one of those things which you can't really notice unless looking like really close up. They kind of blends in. Got the gun and the plunger with the gold ball joint. The plunger is great with the side chunk bits taken out to make it accurate to this Imperial Dalek. And the hemispheres have been painted the same gold, bringing this great Dalek design to life. And comparing it to the other 2 releases, it was originally released with the 7th Doctor 2 pack, and there's a longer eye stalk, and also painted completely blue. When they re-released it with the Remembrance of Dalek set, the one in the middle, it was shorter, smaller eye stalk with the same colouring, but obviously now it's more accurate with new paint applications. Another detail is that the ball joints on the previous 2 versions weren't painted gold. They're more of a grey colour. The ball joints now have been painted gold so it doesn't stick out. It just feels like one complete figure now, which is nice. And here's Ace in the Imperial Dalek with the other vast members of the Dalek figures that I've got quite a big army now of Daleks. It's amazing figures for an absolutely amazing classic story. There's a great opportunity to army build the Imperial Dalek. It is quite a sought after figure, and the Ace is a great improvement, giving us the more definitive Ace now with better paint applications with the head, bring out more of the great likeness to Sophie Aldred. So I imagine a lot of Aces now being on eBay with people trying to army build their Imperial Dalek collection. I'm pleased they've included the bag and the RPG accessory. They could have just stuck Ace in on her own, but adds more weight to the figure and more posability. Next I'm going to be reviewing the Witch's Familiar set featuring the 12th Doctor and Davros. The art card is a 3D design of the Dalek city inside, a vast hallway going down, and through the windows you can see the other parts of Skaro, some different buildings, etc. It looks really great. And of course this works as a great diorama for the figures. First we'll look at the 12th Doctor. Start off with the articulations. The head can turn side to side, probably the full 360, but don't want to scratch the neck. Arms with the full 360 round, 360 the biceps, up and down the joint, hand 360 swivel. The waist can do a 360 turn. Legs at the top and the joint can go up and down, and the feet are stationary to the trousers. So this is the hooded version of the 12th Doctor, the exact same sculpt as the Series 9 releases. Head sculpt looks fantastic. It looks like a slightly younger version of Capaldi, but the eyes are really crisp. The hair's been painted as like dark grey with like white highlights going throughout. Slightly darker, maybe a bit more white could have been put in to replicate his hair a bit more, but it's fine. There's a great likeness to Capaldi, giving a sort of like stern look. The hoodie, which is sculpted like it's down, has been painted black. The jacket looks great with the buttons, folds at the top, and all the creases going around the front and the back. T-shirt underneath is a light grey mixing with dark greys at the bottom. And at the bottom you see the hoodie just unzipped, so obviously the t-shirt's exposed. And you've got the zip, the bottom of the zip and the lining, and all the creases of the hoodie. You've got checkered trousers, which have got this really dark grey with a slightly lighter grey. Give us effective Patrick Troughton style trousers. And the shoes, although are really bad proportioned, which was the original problem with the original release, having like kind of clown feet, maybe just a bit smaller, but the detailing, the little straps on the back, and all the dotted lining going around the shoes, looks like a real pair of Doc Martens. And this fits in nicely with the other Series 9 hooded 12th Doctor figures. I think the one in the middle, which is one of my favourite, has like a really cool colourful t-shirt design. With the Series 8 Capaldi Doctors, we had like 4 variants. Now we have a few for Series 9 as well. It's nice to have another variant for a figure, which I guess is quite rare now. It's not that much different from the originals to make a big difference. Now on to Davros, which was originally released back in 2008. The Series 4 figures. Before we look into detail, let's take a look at the articulations. The head can go side to side. Could do the full 360, but the backrest is restricting it. The arms can go from right to the back, right back down to his controls. The arms can do the full 360 swivel, back and forth at the arm. The hand can also do the full 360. He's got 3 wheels at the bottom like the other Daleks, so he can ride around any direction, commanding as many Daleks as he likes to. Will they listen though is a different story. So the head detail now, and the original sculpt is incredible. It's a real amazing figure. You'll see later on to comparison, but the paint application have been dialed down a bit more, as in the Magician's Apprentice / The Witch's Familiar, it was made to look a bit more of an iller Davros. It's a shame they couldn't reposition the neck, as in that story he kind of slopes down quite a bit as he's meant to be quite ill. So it would have been nice to kind of differentiate it between this and the original, but they've tried to do it through paint applications. Bob's got the blue eye, the gridding on the head and the back. Just noticed while recording actually that the back bit, the tops fell off. I don't know if it's in the box or it didn't come with it, I don't know. We've got the straps holding him at the shoulder pads, the bolts going down the jacket obviously to reveal his insides, which obviously was from the Stolen Earth Journey's End. His robotic hand looks absolutely incredible, with the little dots and lining. The controls are the exact same as the original, but it's a really incredible little detail with little buttons and switches. Obviously they're so minute they can't be used as switches, but the detailing is there. This is on the silver base going round, which is again the great sculpt. The back bit's got some holes, obviously all the gridding, holding Davros in place. And of course the base is black with the silver hemispheres, with the bottom base being this slightly brownish colour, which is quite an interesting colour choice. And compared to the original, the exact same sculpt. The bottom base, the hemispheres have been painted as much more shinier, glossier silver. With the silver middle and the back bit been painted more of a shinier silver as well, just really sprucing up Davros. With the controls having the same paint applications. It's quite funny that this new version has been updated to look like much more of a shinier, fresh out the factory Davros. Obviously the paint applications on the head are much different to fit in with the storyline that Davros is ill in this particular story. But it's an incredible figure, and it's again a great opportunity to get this if you never got it before. And here's the 12th Doctor and Davros with the other Daleks and Missy and Clara to fit in with the Series 9 opener. So overall thoughts on the set is pretty decent, some nice new little variants. Really this is just a re-release, just minor little differences for people who've already got these sets to get the new, but it's not that much of a vast difference. If we had all the money in the world, I'd have loved to have had like Davros, more of like a sloped down neck, or to fit with the storyline, like maybe have the 12th Doctor being in the Davros chair and then having a kind of Davros accessory with all the wires coming out, obviously as he pulls them out and then goes in the chair himself. But they're originally great figures, but with very minor tweaks, which if you're not a big collector and sort of already got these figures before, it's not really like a must buy. Compared to like the Ace set, which has a Dalek figure which allows people to sort of army build, you can't really get more of these. But I guess you could buy multiple ones to do custom versions, have the 12th Doctor in the chair and stuff like that. It's up to you. And there you have it. That's my review of the 2 new Doctor Who B&M sets for November. There's some really great figures amongst here. The Coral Hill School set gives us a great definitive version of Ace, giving us the best version of Ace with the new paint applications. It also gives a more slightly accurate Imperial Dalek. Obviously the eye stalk is more accurate, but then they've gone back a step with the mesh in the middle, but it's very noticeable. So obviously that's great for army building and to get a good quality Ace figure. And the 12th Doctor and Davros from The Witch's Familiar gives us variants which are quite rare to track down now, giving us more of a shinier specific version of Davros from this story, which would be nice to add with the 12th Doctor figure display, as the only other villain we've got from that era is Missy. And the 12th Doctor is nice to have another variant of the hooded costume. Maybe could have added like the shades or something, that would have been a cool little variant to have. But yeah, if you haven't got them before, they're absolutely brilliant figures. So I hope you enjoyed today's double feature review. Please comment, like and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Links to our stuff in description below. Again, thanks to Richard. You follow his social media pages in the description below. Have you got these 2 sets? Which one's your favourite? All your thoughts, let me know in the comment section below. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. Bye bye!